Hello guys and welcome again to the channel. It's your boy Bossini here from Cardial Gaming, and today we'll be talking about speed runs in the Doom Tower Hard. And yeah, we're not talking about her. We're not talking about Karma Born today. Today it's gonna be rather interesting. Yes, I'm sure you guessed it. Today we'll be talking about slams. Yeah, constant pressure. We're going to be using constant pressure today. I'm sure you all know everything about this champion so far if you have been following the series, but if you haven't, let's look at what constant pressure is talking about. Attacks all enemies on a 4-turn cooldown. The damage increases by 15% for each buff. So what on each buff on ally. So what are we looking for? Buffs. All what we're looking for is buffs. Then increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. That is Krisk, that is Godseeker, and a few others. They do this increase ally duration by 1, increase buff duration on all allies by 1 turn. AoE thingy. I mean, this is fantastic skill. But again, if it slams everyone in waves, then you don't really like this part is not going to be important, because by the next in the next round, all those increased duration, like it's all gone. You start again, right? So, but it's good against maybe long fights, not so good against wave content. But this part attacks all enemies and increases the damage by 15%. Oh my goodness, fantastic. So for example, you have like of course it's not going to be easy to get 10 buffs, but let's say we have 5 buffs on each ally and you're in the Doom Tower. That's 5 times 5 people. Okay, that's 25 buffs. 20 times 10 is 200, and then plus another 100, that's 300. So 20 times 15 will give you 300%. That's going to be 300% increase. Interesting. So that might make you that might make you build him a little bit faster, and he just nukes. He also hits very hard, but we are not actually we're not really going to be focusing on this skill. Okay, but let's just go ahead and just read it out. Attacks one enemy, places a stun debuff for 2 turns, deals double damage to enemies whose attack is equal to or higher than this champion's attack. Okay, so that is great. And whenever an enemy attacks Marichka, you'll be surprised, it's going to use this skill to knock you out. Okay, this skill hits really hard, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. It's a fantastic skill. I don't think you need to build him with accuracy, because if he stuns someone, there's a potential for him to turn to sheep. You don't want to be using sheep to fight, right? A1 is good. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 40% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack. This decreased attack is very good with bosses. And each critical hit also fills the turn meters of all allies by 5%. This guy is like, there's some things in this guy that people just overlook. If he hits you 2 times, that's 10% turn meter for everyone in the team with his A1. That is ridiculous. And guess who joins his attacks? Guess who joins? Attacks one random enemy. Okay, attacks one enemy. This is her only attack. Attacks one enemy, one random ally will team up and join the attack. The ally joining the attack will always use their default skill. If TARAS is on the same team, they will always be the one to join the champion's attack. And if TARAS joins the attack, what is TARAS doing? Attacks one enemy and fills the turn meter of everyone by 10%. You see the synergies that is going on with these guys. So if you have both of them, and you're not using them anywhere, let me just show you guys something, because I use him as my wave clearer in Doom Tower. Okay, I just use him like straight up as a wave clearer. So where I'm going to showcase him is in Doom Tower Hard. I'm going to showcase him in Doom Tower Hard. We're going to go straight to the last floor. Okay, and I'm going to showcase him there. But let's climb first. Let's do a climb first, warm up, so that you see what he can do in Doom Tower normal. Let him just eat up the waves, and I'm gonna change the team. No, not this one. It's like an overkill though. We don't really need this team actually. We could literally just brush through. But let's see what is happening, and let's see if he can actually do this in Doom Tower Hard. Okay, let's just go ahead and enjoy the show. It's like overkill. know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna when we get to the next round, sorry, not next round, next stage, stage 2, the next stage after this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow it down. Let's see, like, um, let's see the damage. I'm gonna just put it on 1 speed. So for those of us that have Seer, of course you know this is what Seer does. Seer is an excellent wave clearer, but this guy also clears waves. 300, and this is not even like, I already increased his speed. This is not the previous gear. I increased his speed, hoping that the damage he does is quite excess, and I think that even with an increased speed, he will still be doing quite enough damage. Like, I literally increased his speed by 1.5% from what it was before, and he was running at 160 just with my Python. So I try to go a little bit faster, because with live arena, I'm seeing some very, very quick damage dealers, and I'm trying to see if I can go faster than them, just to surprise them a little bit. Dude, this guy is hitting for 461,000 on some targets. 461. That should have been like maybe 600 if I left him with his previous gear. The previous gear was just excellent. Previous gear was top tier gear. This gear is just like very average. I'm just gonna show you this gear, just like literally very average gear, and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked that this guy is doing this much damage with this gear. This is literally average gear. And okay, so let me use this opportunity and explain what is happening. So that we can enjoy the Doom Tower hard run. So MARICHKA is putting up the buffs with her A2. She has 2 buffs, which you're gonna see now. Okay, maybe not now, but she has 2 buffs. There you go. So she has a shield buff and a protected strengthen buffs. Protected or not protected, like, we just need the buffs. Okay, so she has those 2 buffs on her A2, and I think that's all the buffs she has, which is good enough, because this guy eats the buffs. He needs those buffs. So who else is buffing? LYDIA. There you go. So LYDIA now gives us 2 buffs as well as 2 debuffs. You know LYDIA as well. You know, I'm sure everyone knows LYDIA. LYDIA is a very, very perfect companion for speedrun Seer teams, because she debuffs with drop defense and weaken, and then she also speeds up the team and gives the team a strengthen buff as well. She gives everyone 30% increased speed as well as a strengthen buff. So unfortunately, the strengthen buff from LYDIA is like gonna be how would I put it? Like, MARICHKA already put out. You see that? MARICHKA already put out a strengthen buff. So what LYDIA's buff now does is, like, it just increases the duration from 2 to 3. Or does it? I guess it just changes it from like 2 turns to 3 turns on all of them. So unfortunately, that doesn't count as an extra buff for him. But that would have been fantastic. That would literally be fantastic if LYDIA had 2 different, or if like MARICHKA had a buff other than strengthen, you know, like maybe increased defense and shield. Then LYDIA would have brought strengthen and increased speed, and now would have been literally like 4 buffs, you know. But now it's just gonna be 3 with just the increased speed coming in, and then that makes it because she's on bolster set. Like, one of them is on a bolster set, so that really helps, because somehow the extra shield that MARICHKA is giving is not protected, and so it counts. Like, I don't know why LYDIA's strengthen is not counting as an extra strengthen buff, right? Because the bolster, if you notice, the bolster is actually protected. The bolster is like protected shield buff, which we can see. But when MARICHKA is bringing out her shield, you see that the shield is like an extra shield. If you notice that, you see this is a protected thing. Then this is the shield buff on everyone, like as an extra shield buff, right? So why is it that she's doing the protected strengthen, and when LYDIA brings the strengthen, it's not coming as an extra buff, right? So you see that there's no extra strengthen. The strengthen is just the protected strengthen on everyone from Marichka. So that's unfortunate, but still we have like 4 buffs on everyone, so that is 20. That is 20 20 buffs, and times 5, so he's literally doing like 100% extra damage right now, which is fair enough. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that, considering the gear is just literally average. So if he can like double up his if he can like 100, like double up his damage, literally going 100%, I mean, that I'll take that. That's fantastic. I don't think we're gonna be doing this right now. There's literally no need to do that. I guess Ninja can just solo that guy. So we're just gonna go straight into Doom Tower Hard, and we're gonna do the final. We're just gonna do the final floor. You know how difficult this floor is. I think this team took 35 turns, like literally took 35 turns. Let me see if there's anyone in the clan that has. Yeah, someone did 34. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So, but you can imagine that we did 35 turns. The previous team I used, I think they took, like, grinded it out. I have like this tough grinding team. So like full auto, let's see what is happening. Lydia goes in, he slams. Yeah, the gear change is affecting things a little bit, but still I think they are going to take care of it. If I didn't build him this quick, he should have been able to like slam properly. And then we have the Rotos and Sifi thing. Wow. I think you cannot slam Rotos at once, and you can see how tanky those Mountain Kings are. So I guess, but Sifi was literally slammed into the ground. Yeah, I guess they're gonna kill KYMAR. It happens like all the time. They're literally gonna go after KYMAR and kill him. Yep, they have to kill KYMAR, and that's it. They're not going to kill anyone else, and we literally do not need anyone else. Yeah, there you go. I guess they're attacking Marichka because she doesn't have any shield. Like now the shield has fallen off. The bolster shield is just like 3 turns, and after that it like goes off. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you kill her. We don't need her. We don't need her anyways. So now I guess the skills have reset. Let's see what happens. I guess the skills would have reset already by now. Wow, did you see that? So they're able to fight off the mob. They're literally able to fight off this mob, like just because he's pairing with Marichka. But if you yeah, this is now 45, but I mean, that's okay. His gear has changed a lot. Let me go show his gear like straight up. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show that these guys can do the highest level of Doom. Like, this is literally what I used to run the whole Doom Tower. This is what it was before. This is what it was before quick team. Okay, I was just using these guys with the lion and with him as backup. Okay, so let me go show the let me just go show the gear right now as it is, because I changed it. It's still savage and is literally very quick. This is just for like a reset, like he could just, you know, I prioritize this skill, I prioritize the A3 skill, so if this happens, then he's going to use this skill again. Okay, so that's just like your good refresh thing. If I had more, I would use it. This is not good, otherwise I would have used it here as a banner. So we just have just a savage set, which ignores 25% of the enemy defense, which is just like literally fantastic for him, because he's on Helm Smasher tier 6. Okay, he's literally in a Nukas build, and yeah, let's just look at the stats, overall stats. This guy has nothing, no area bonus, no blessing, no empowerment, no faction guidance. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he's 81,000 health, 2.7k defense. Not very important, not very important. The speed is a little bit okay, maybe I could reduce the speed and just rack up the HP and this was 300 before, so 302 crit damage. Now it's 238 and he's still doing stuff. Okay, he's still doing things. So the HP was before 99k and now is 81, so a little bit of stats drop. Okay, but I mean that's still okay. If I drop this to maybe 200, 200 is still good enough. 200 is still good enough. He'll still get a turn, of course. But if you just want to be completely safe, you have to look at your speed lead. I think those Doom Tower waves, some of them are like at 260 speed or something, like they're literally very fast. So with Lydia giving increased speed, you have to compensate. Maybe build him around 230. Just maybe build him around 230 speed. So that's it, guys. That is just how it is. You can build him fast and he still nukes, because as long as you have at least 4 buffs on everyone to give you 20 buffs, then he's going to be doing 100% extra damage. And this is something that I want to tell us today. Get this guy in a team that gives you 20 buffs, he's going to do 100% extra damage. Okay guys, so that's it for today. I'm just going to end the video here and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Wow. Top floor of Doom Tower 118. Wow. Yeah, those guys at 119 are like literally very tanky. Literally very, very tanky. My goodness. Wow. Floor 118. No, let's turn it off. My goodness. I guess there is this Seer rotos. Yeah, there is this one. Let's see if we can do it, and if we cannot, I'll just end it there. I cannot believe this. Yeah, these guys are good together, to be honest. If you can build them well, if you can set them up, you have something. If you already have a Seer team, I mean, come on, you just use your Seer if you don't have these guys. If you have a poison team, a poison comp, go ahead, use your poison comp. If you have only TARAS, all what you need to do is set him up with a team that buffs up properly, Just set him up with a team that does a lot of buffs.